If you're happy to, um, what happened, if you're happy to share it, and then almost how did you feel about that? Did you go through a journey about, accepting, or would you be happy to
Yeah,
share your story?
more than happy. So as I said, Tom was only 6 months old, and I did what every mother, grandmother, parent would do. Your child's crying, and I went to pick him up out of his playpen. And doing that, he's just walked in now. Hey, Tom. In doing that, I herniated a disc onto my spinal column. And I ended up in hospital. Went for emergency surgery, but the surgery to correct that problem actually went wrong and left me in hospital for 9 months.
Wow.
And when I eventually came out of hospital, I was a full-time wheelchair user, paralysed on one side from the waist down. So completely, like literally click of the fingers and your life's changed forever.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Ha- it's a silly question, but how was that?
It was, I think when it first happened, I was obviously extremely poorly and very drugged up, and you don't really process what's happening to you. I think the problem of working in hospitals previously,
Hmm.
when doctors were talking, I actually knew what they were talking about,
Hmm.
and I knew where this journey that we'd suddenly
Hmm.
been put on, I knew where it was going. And for a long, long time, you bury it, you just try to get on with it.
Hmm.
But there are definitely times along that journey in hospital where it's imprinted in my mind. So for example, the first time that I knew my son was walking, my mum thought it would be a lovely idea to let go of his hand and just let him walk into the ward to see me,
Hmm.
which would have been beautiful and should have been, but actually broke my heart.
Yeah.
Um, and even now, when I see children about that same age starting to do the things that I missed, I just get this dead weight in my stomach. And it's like, yeah, the things that you, as a mother and as a new mother, the things that you miss out on.
Hmm.
Um, and so uh, I've always said I'm over it.
Hmm.
I deal with it. It's
Hmm.
fine. I get on every day. Um, but recently I was diagnosed with PTSD, which isn't a surprise, but I
Hmm.
think I'd sort of just been going, no, it's fine. It's so long ago. It's not a problem. It's not an issue. Um, but yes, obviously it is.
Yeah.
There's little boxes that are buried deep in there that still need dealing with.
No, one of my good friends was in the army, and actually, even Louise last week, for different reasons, different circumstances, that she suffers with PTSD,
Mm.
and it's how does it manifest itself for you? Because I know it's different for everyone.
Um, so they've said that mine's medically induced. Um, and it manifests when I've just recently been in hospital.
Hmm.
I lost the use of my right arm. And there was a lady that had come in next to me who had very similar symptoms to me. She wasn't in a wheelchair, but she had back issues. And she actually crashed next to me. So like she collapsed, she was
Hmm.
unconscious, and
Hmm.
they had to pull the alarm and doctors came in. Now, over the 16 years of being disabled, I've had that happen to me. I've been the patient where my husband's had the phone call saying, you need to get to the hospital and
Hmm.
say your goodbyes because we
Wow.
don't think she'll wake up. And I don't remember any of that. But just to see how he reacted to the lady next to me and actually hearing the alarms just
Yeah.
triggered memories of
Yeah.
that I didn't realize I had of being in a coma and just little flashbacks of memories that I remembered what people had said. I had flashbacks of seeing a room, and it completely threw me, because you don't realize what your body's burying and
Yeah.
forgetting when you're not really that conscious. But you do hear things and you do see things despite the fact that you are technically unconscious. So yeah, it's bizarre, it's strange. So that's a work in progress of trying to come to terms with it and understand it.
Because I must have, like, you know, it sounds like the business you have is incredible and can really help make an impact in people's lives. Is that how do, I guess, customers and people that you work with almost feel, or, you know, when they interact with you or they discover what you offer?
um it's I love it. I absolutely love it. You cannot beat making an outfit for somebody and then putting it on for the first time, and for the first time ever they have clothes that fit them.
Yeah.
Because if you think the majority, so I'm working with a gentleman at the moment, Isaac Harvey, you may have come across him, but he's quite big on LinkedIn, and he was born with no arms, so he can't go to the shop and just buy clothes. Anything that he has to be hand sewn or altered by his mum. And so to be able to make him something and him to wear it and it fit properly for the
Yeah.
first time in 26 years, it's like,
Yeah.
it's spine tingling. And I just, that thrill of something fitting and working for someone who's never had that in their life, it's just addictive. It
Yeah.
really is.
But I guess it's, you know, we all strive for the ability to want to help people and make an impact and feel value, but give value.
Mm.
And I can only imagine, you know, the joy that these people get when, you know, because arguably it's life changing.
Yeah. Oh, it is. Yeah. I mean, I've been in situations where people have put clothes on and they've broken down,
Yeah.
because for the first time ever, someone's actually listened to what their needs are and helped them.
Yeah. I
And
can.
it's like that, that is so powerful. And that's what, the reason we set it up is we've learned so much along this journey of a disability,
Hmm.
and we understand some of the teething issues and the problems. And so we want to pay that forward. We want to help people as much as we can. And that's what we do. That's, we've got all of this knowledge and information. We don't want to hold on to it.
Yeah.
We want to help as many as we can.